Happy 2016. Thank you for watching the replay and giving hearts and sharing. Welcome, welcome, greatness. Welcome. Hey, Amber. Hey. Hi, greatness. Millionaire Manners. Is that how you pronounce that? Millionaire Manners. Hi. Welcome. Welcome, you all. I've missed you. Hey, Talk Fusion. Welcome to my scope. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you all for sharing, inviting followers. Hi, Eric. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You missed me too? I've missed you all. See, hey, Sadiq, Assalamu alaikum. Hey, Angela. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Sister Tanisha, welcome, welcome. Thank you for giving hearts already. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for sharing. So, I had my tea earlier. Hold on, wait. You can see the pot still here. Pot still here. But I didn't call you. Hey, greatness. I have a few minutes before I go to my next session. So this scope was really about kind of what I talked about. Is today Wednesday or Thursday? Wednesday. Hey! Hi, greatness. Hey, Monikia. Sharon, you gave me so much life on your scopes in St. Croix, honey. Let me tell you. I was like... we were just talking about taking a trip, and yes. Yeah. So much life. All day. Welcome, everyone. So if this is your first time with me, if this is your first time on any of my scopes, I want to go back now. Me too. I was just looking at flights. I'm not even playing. I'm so serious. Just looking at flights. If this is your first time with me, I'm Sister Mothyna, better known for my work with Heal a Woman to Heal a Nation. And I am... Hey, Stacy. I am the co-founder and director of operations there. I'm also a speaker, an author, trainer. I was just realizing today, as a matter of fact, I was doing some training with police officers at a university. And I was like, wow, I started off my speaking career in one of my hats. Hi, greatness. Welcome, welcome, welcome to 2016. I'm wishing you all peace, love, joy, blessings from God in 2016 for everyone. But I started off my career speaking to police officers, so it was really funny. I want to be like you when I grew up. Honey, I'm trying to be like you when I grew up. I'm trying to roll out to the islands for 2 weeks. Usually I'm only there for a week to 10 days. Saying to you, love. Oh, thank you, greatness. And so... I'm going to share with y'all some good news, something that happened earlier today. But anyway, so I've been really spending a lot of time reflecting. You all know I just had a birthday last month. And so I've spent a lot of time. Earrings are beautiful. Thank you, darling. Thank you, darling. I will be doing some more earring shopping real soon. And just celebrated my 10th wedding anniversary. And I'm really excited about this season and this time of year because it's an opportunity. Hey, welcome. Thank you all for joining my scope, for me to reconnect and look at some things a little differently. And so I was sharing, those of you who are familiar with me and familiar with the work of Heal a Woman to Heal a Nation, that we just, this morning we had our Wednesday call. So every Wednesday we do a motivational, inspirational, thank you for sharing and thank you for inviting followers, call for 20 minutes every Wednesday morning, like clockwork, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. How do I follow you? On what, Amanda? Here on Periscope. I think you already follow me on Periscope. You can slide and hit follow. Thank you for inviting followers, Angela. But this morning I was saying to, related? David, are we on Periscope? I do not. On Periscope, you just slide the screen. If you slide the screen, you should see a follow button. Okay? And so this morning we were talking about how it was. Well, yes, darling. Hey. So one of the things I was talking about this morning and getting connected, I always miss Wednesdays. Really, Stacy? What's up with that? Stacy, seriously. What's going on? Is have you really truly made a decision? And I was sharing with them how you figure out, thank you, Monica, exactly, how you figure out whether or not that decision that you've made is a true decision. And what we talked about was going to work at that time. Oh, okay. All right. So one of the things we talked about is that you get to make 3 really powerful decisions in order to make change sustainable. But then the biggest challenges that most of us have is that we don't ever make a real decision. You just think about stuff. The question is, do you just think about it or do you actually make a decision? And the way you know you've made a decision, no plan at all. The way you know you've made a decision is that there's absolutely no going back. There's absolutely no going back. That is how you know you have actually made a decision. So you've gotten rid of every other excuse, every reason, every possibility that this won't work for you. You've gotten rid of every single thought or idea that this is not what's supposed to happen in your life. You let go of every other concept of there being an alternate reality to the one you've actually chosen. That's how you know that you really made a decision versus just thinking about it. Right? When we just think about stuff, it's like, oh yeah, I really would like to try. I'm really thinking about, maybe I will. I don't know. I'm really considering. Double tap the screen if you know you've been thinking about stuff and not making some decisions. Okay? Have you really made decisions? And the thing about this is, once you decide, that's when you can then follow through with commitment, and then you'll be able to experience success. But it all starts with an absolute decision. Some of us have heard that the power of life and death exists in the tongue. But don't come for me. I love y'all. So right. Yeah. So we talk about the power of life and death exists in the tongue. I like to say, right, that the power of life and death exists in your mind, right? Exists here. This is where the power of life and death exists, because every single action, every voice, every word that you voice has to start with a decision that you make in your mind first. Then once you think it, you may speak it. Then once you speak it, your hands begin to actually manifest what it is you created the vision for, and your feet take you in a direction you've chosen to go. But you absolutely have to first start with the decision in your own mind to make it a reality for yourself. That is the absolute only way that it's going to come to reality. I'm so glad this is blessing you all and it's making a connection, right? Thank you so much. Thank you again for the hearts. I appreciate it. So that is where you want to make the connection. That is where the power comes in, that you have to make a decision. And once you make a decision, you commit to it. And the only way you know you've committed to it is that you make massive action. You take massive action to make what you've decided on a reality in your life. And one of the tips and strategies I shared this morning, I'll share with you all now, is that one of the ways to make it a reality is that you absolutely have to make a connection to interrupting the patterns that currently exist in your life. Y'all following me? I may be rolling up your street. Roll with a sister. You have to make, thank you all for sharing, you have to make a disruption. You have to create some type of interruption into the norm of what you're doing. Say it again. You have to make some type of interruption in the norm of what you're doing. Hi from Russia. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay, so if you don't interrupt the norm, the pattern that you're already on, then what basically happens is that you're a professor. Yeah, actually I am. So one of the things that happens is you continue going with the norm. You haven't interrupted your pattern. How does interrupting your pattern look, right? So think about it this way. A pattern often, very much so, is a sequence of events that you're already in, right? Think about athletes. You all know I don't really consider myself, a workout athlete. I'm getting better. I'm turning myself into an athlete. But you think about athletes, right? What I love about them is this. They know they have to interrupt their norm. See, sleep is a norm. Whenever you get it, you may have just fallen asleep, but sleep is a norm. So when you interrupt your sleep at 5 a.m., so that you can get up and get rolling and get going, so you can get to doing the work because you've interrupted your pattern. There are people who, that's what they do. They get up at 5 a.m., right? They get up and they move out at midnight. They commit. I would love to build with you, sister. Absolutely. Please get in contact with me. And my contact information is in the bio in my Periscope page, okay? But so that's what you're looking at. You have to interrupt your norm. What does interrupting your norm look like for you? So I'll give you all this example. Y'all know one of the things I struggle with is that I have to adjust my diet, right? Because sugar is an enemy to Mothyna. So the holidays, my anniversary. Hey, hi Camille. All of that was rolling. And I promise you, I was sitting there like eating all kinds of, I had so much cake and cupcake. It was bad. And so I had to interrupt my norm. So my way of interrupting my norm right now, because I have to do something to get me off this pattern, to let me drop some of this weight that some of my Periscope family told me I gained, because y'all looking at my face like it's looking round. But I had to interrupt my norm. So the way of interrupting my norm was to make a commitment to myself. But Cameron's treats are not your enemy. Camille, you know I had my whole life that day, right? Okay. Cute though. Thank you, dear. But Cameron's treats are not my enemy. But I have to stay away from sugar as much as possible right now. Come on. You're everything to me. Oh, well, hi. Thank you. But so here's the interruption of what my norm looked like. Interrupting my norm means, and interrupting my pattern means, round is beautiful. Thank you all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are good for my ego. Let me tell you. For me, it's okay. During the day, I'm literally having one meal right now. So I'm carrying it like as if I'm fasting in real life, except I'm drinking water. So, hi, how you doing? Ashe. So one of the things that I've done is I said, okay, only liquids during the day for me. And I'm going to eat a balanced meal once the sun goes down. Why? Because I do it for 30 days when I'm fasting for Ramadan. So let me do it in other ways so that I can interrupt the norm of my life, so I can create a new pattern. Because that's what's going to help me move away from the sugar and the sweets, right? Is absolutely committing to that. So I've made a decision. Now, if I was just thinking about it and hadn't made a real decision, she said, I wish. You can do it. You can do it. She said, if I had made a real decision, that means that no, if I go out to lunch with my coworkers, nope, not doing that. Right? If I have a sponsorship dinner or a sponsorship lunch, I've got this time of the year, I'm having tons of sponsorship meetings. And especially with people who work in corporate or their jobs like to pay for their food, they like to have lots of meetings at lunch. So that's what's going on right now. You're getting blocked. Sorry. Bye-bye. So anyway, so that means, no, I'm not committed to that. Do you hear where I'm going with this? What if it's free? Even if it's free, no. Why? Because Monica, stop laughing. Because my commitment was to the decision that I made, and it's an actual decision because I've gotten rid of every other excuse, every other reason, every other opportunity. Queenie, quit playing with me, right? I've gotten rid of every other opportunity to make myself escape the decision that I've made. I love free food too. She really won't eat. Thank you, Monica, for mentioning that. But that's the commitment I've made to the progress that I want in my life. Because here's what it is. I'm not committed to depriving myself of food. I'm committed to removing the acne, right, from my face. I'm committed to getting rid of the back fat. I'm committed to what it looks like for me to run up and down stairs 3 times and not be winded. You see what I'm going with this? What is your commitment to? What have you made a decision to connect with? And once you've made that decision, then you're rolling, right? Double tap the screen if you know you're making a decision to live a better life. Sugar equals acne for me. Yeah, sugar is, I'm telling you, it does not work with Mothyna right now. It is definitely difficult, but it's not impossible. See, most of the things that we want in our lives is going to require us to push. It's going to require us to work. It's going to require us to do more than we thought we had the opportunity or the ability to do. Making a commitment to live better. Excellent, Camille. I see you. All right. And I see those hearts going up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm loving that you're here with me on this. But that's what I wanted to share with you all. That we are pulling through and asking the question, what is our commitment? Right? Is it bigger than the pain that we're in momentarily, because now we're focused on what we're gaining? I'm telling you, it's hard, especially as an island girl. What? Bun and cheese? Are you kidding me? That means I can't eat bread, y'all. I can't eat bread. Okay. It requires putting in the work and making a commitment. Exactly. Thank you, Camille. So, yeah. So, like, what? I ate the bakery when I was home. Come, girl. I'm sitting here like, but that's the commitment, right? I got some sugar cake. Want some? Yes. I'm not going to eat it, but I want some. So looking at those commitments, and that's how you decide. So my request of you, my challenge to you, my encouragement to you is to really look at the decisions that you've made. It's one of the things we all think about. Monica wants you to send her some. It's one of the things we all think about, especially at this time of year. For whatever reason, predominantly, the calendar just changed, right? Instead of writing 5 at the end, we writing 6 at the end. And so, for many of us, we make a commitment at this time of year. I'm going to write it out. Excellent. We make a commitment at this time of year to ask the question, what else does it look like for me? Sweet 16, exactly. What does my life look like for me in every area? How can I make a difference? How can I make a challenge? What am I going to choose? And how am I going to live powerfully in that choice? And in order to sustain what you're making a decision for, you actually have to make first the decision, to commit to it, to take massive action to achieve what you want. And so when I gave 3 tips this morning, one of the tips was clearly decide what you desire. Clearly decide what you desire. Most of us don't get what we want because we don't know what we want. We don't get what we want because we don't know what we want. So whatever comes your way, you have to accept, because you didn't decide and you didn't tell your life that this is what I want with clarity, with unapologetic commitment, and therefore whatever shows up, that's where you are. Yes? Double tap the screen if you know that's true. All right? That when you make a commitment to yourself, you have to have absolute clarity. I see you. You have to have absolute clarity on what you want. What is your desire? I don't know doesn't get you anything. I don't know is saying N-O to yourself. That's it. I don't know is an N-O to who you are and what you desire in your life. So, and we know this, but we fight it. We really do. So that's one of the things. The second thing, like I said, was to interrupt your norm, right? Interrupt your pattern and create something new until the new drops off and it just becomes your pattern. It becomes your new habit. Okay? And the other thing that I'll mention that I'm going to encourage you all to really consider and think about is, again, who are you around? What is your collection? What is your all day fighting it? What does your community look like? What does your collective look like? What does your tribe look like? How do they serve and feed you? And how do you pour back in? Right? So I'm getting ready to let you all go. I'm heading out of my office. It's dark outside. I'm getting ready to roll out. I just finished sending sponsored emails. Oh, shout out to the people who contacted me about having me come and speak in 2017. They're already booking their 2017 calendar, and I was honored and humbled that they invited me to come and speak to their audience of about 500 women. So I'm excited about that. Yes, 2017. I said, I had a clapper going for them, like, yes, do that. So I'm really excited about that, but I had made a clear intention that we were creating. Remember, I told y'all this on Periscope. They real fancy. I thought I was good. They done made me up my game. But I made a commitment. I told you all that on the scope a few weeks ago, that I made a commitment to add additional speaking opportunities to my calendar. I probably speak at over, I'm going to check the number, but I know I do over 250 presentations. You are the truth. Oh, I appreciate you, Stacy. You did. Yeah, I did, didn't I? And so that is one of them. Okay, I speak at over 250 different speaking engagements throughout the year. I personally speak to well over between 7,000 and 10,000 people annually. How do I know? Because I track that. I actually marked the numbers down. So she said yes. So I'm excited about that. That's an opportunity that came through today that I'm really honored and humbled by. So I'm inviting you all, though, to come and check out Heal a Woman to Heal a Nation at liveinmyvision.com. liveinmyvision.com. We are getting ready for, oh, wait, let me show y'all. I'm so excited about these. So we had, let me grab a few of these. Okay, so we had Doing Big Things. That's awesome. The tour, you're excited about the tour? Look, me too. Me too. Let me tell you how excited I am. It's like I don't even know what's going on. I'm so excited. But we had sponsor items. So this is something that BET sent us. Thank you, BET. That BET sent us for our Live in My Vision brunch. So we got that. PNC Bank is one of our sponsors, so they sent us mints and pins. So I'm really excited. I'm sure we've got some stuff coming from CoverGirl, but I'm pumped. Like, this brunch is going to be bomb.com. Y'all can only imagine what it looks like to have me, my sister Monica and Nance, and our entire team, Adia, Kristen, Dr. James, in one room and it's a small brunch, y'all. We're not expecting 100+ people. Thanks, Camille. We're not expecting like 100+ people at this event. We're talking about like maybe 30. So it's intimate. We kept this event small. So I am excited about it. So the brunch is coming up on January 30th in Baltimore, Maryland. You can visit or learn more about the brunch at liveinmyvision.com. liveinmyvision.com. for more information. But I'm inviting you to join us. The brunch tickets are $97. It includes, of course, your full brunch menu, the program booklet. I think I did a scope where I showed you all the program booklet, at least a sneak peek of it. And everything associated with the brunch. Of course, the swag bag, your gifts from the sponsors, all that jazz. Changing sisters' lives for the better. Oh, I love it. I sent my sister an invite to the event. Yay! Thanks, Camille. Yes, you did. I did. Okay, great. And so we're absolutely looking forward to that. And we're mailing out gifts. So we have gifts going out in the mail. I'm excited about that. Anyway, so I'm going to let y'all go. Thank you so much for hanging with me. Remember to choose and decide whether or not you're still thinking about it or you've actually made a decision. Have you made a decision or are you still thinking about it? All right. Love y'all. Talk to you later. Bye.